Welcome back, y'all. This is day 12 of Speaks Life Self-Love Affirmations. We love it all on ourselves. We getting down to the dirty. We getting down to the core of our being. Not worried about what mama say. Not worried about what daddy say. What auntie say. Older brother, younger brothers, older sister, step, whatever. Lover, hubbies, wife, whatever. Not worried about what they say, but what you say you are and who you are. So we back to it. We loving ourselves. We giving ourselves what we need. We're not putting that in the hands of anybody else. So I'm gonna give you a little recap. My therapist gave me that advice that I just gave you. He told me that I need to love the little girl inside of me. Not only do I need to love the person who I am now, but I also need to go back and basically reconcile with my past by loving that little girl and give her everything that she did not get when she was growing up, that she may have needed to fully develop. So what I did is I went online and I went to Amazon and I found these cards by Louise Hay, and it's called How to Love Yourself, a deck of 64 affirmations. I keep saying book. A deck of 64 affirmations. And so in loving myself, I decided that I wanted to share with you guys too, and we just do it together. Because one thing I've learned from some classes that I've been taking is whenever you teach someone, you get to learn it twice. So I'm getting to learn these twice. Okay. So, all right, here we go. This says, I am surrounded and filled with infinite wisdom. I am one with the very power that created me. This power loves all of its creations, including me. That means I love me. That means my creator loves me. That means it doesn't matter who else doesn't love me. Because I love me because my creator loved me. Okay? But I'm going to say it again. I am surrounded and filled with infinite wisdom. I get to tap into that wisdom. That's channeling. That's knowing who my creator is. That's knowing who I ultimately am. That's looking inside of me. That's stripping back all of who mama told me I was, all of who daddy told me I was, all of who my brothers told me I was, my sisters, my wife, my husband, all that. Take all that away and start with the pure you, who you know you are, who your God, whoever that higher power you do believe in says you are. And I am an advocate for meditation. I didn't know who I was until I started meditating. My disclaimer is though, when I first started meditating, I cried and I cried and I cried because parts of me came out that I did not like. I did not even recognize. But those parts were parts of me that were conditioned to be that way that I did not realize. So, for example, I'm not willing to really disclose too much yet with this part, but I found a really, really ugly part of me when I was first started meditating. And I remember going to my friend and just crying. I was just so ugly, just crying. And I was just like, I didn't know this. I didn't feel this. How could this be? How could I be that type of person? But like, not only does it tell me why or who I was, it also told me where that came from. So it allowed me to go back and fix those errors or fix those, I ain't gonna say issues, because I feel like I don't want to give too much power to them, and they were not issues, and I wouldn't be here today had I not had them. So everything happens for a reason, and I feel like it was a blessing in the end. But it gave me a chance to go back and right those wrongs. Sometimes we feel like that we can't right wrongs, but we really can. And it's always, always, always an inside job. You can go on the outside, which entails other people, and talk to them, and ask for forgiveness or whatever. But it always start with you. You have to be sincere, and you have to love and change things, and reconcile, and put things back together, and love all that from the inside out, and then you can extend that outwards. And if the other person does not want to mend things, it's still okay, because your heart has been mended already. It's just like you're asking them to go along, but you're not asking them for permission, if that makes sense. You've already done it, but you're just letting them know, hey, I do apologize for this. I was this type of person. I did not recognize, but now do you forgive me? It's up to them to decide whether they want, and you can't get mad either way, but it's up to them to decide how they want to move forward with it, but long as you're at peace now, okay? But I'm going to read this card again. I am surrounded and filled with infinite wisdom. I am one with the very power that created me. This power loves all of its creations, including me. And I'm going to go ahead and add this on too, because I didn't realize this part. When it says this power loves all of its creations. So that means that person that you don't get along with. That means that person that you don't like. So do understand that the love and the hate we give to someone else is the love and the hate that we receive ourselves. So try to keep that in mind whenever we're trying to love on ourselves. We fill our bucket up too, but we can't be pouring nobody else's bucket out. We just have to focus on us. If someone else is too much to handle, or they just get on your nerves or whatever, try to dismount, or disengage with the situation as much as you can. But by all means, do not throw any type of hate towards them. Because in order for you to throw hate, that means you had to have hate. That means you haven't cleared that out of your heart yet, and that's stopping you from getting where you want to be. And all that's doing is having a cycle. Because now you're mad because you're not where you want to be. So now you're hating more. Now you're mad. Now you're hating. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to live like that. We should be all love. We're all love, including me. How I'm be love and I'm be hate too. No. It's love or it's hate. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily black and white thinking, but it's all in vinegar. Love and hate. You know what I mean? They're opposite side of the spectrum. And you got to understand, you have to pick one or the other. And I'm sure you want to love yourself just the way like I want to love myself, because we want to grow, we want things for it. And you're here. If you're watching this video, you want the self-love. So the thing is to fill our vessels, to understand that we are loved, and to understand that everything that we knew before now, or everything that we've been through before now, is all being in conditions to who we thought we were, or who somebody else told us we are. But we know that we are loved now. We are essential love because our creators are love, and it's not in us to hate. So although we've been taught to do such things, it's time for us to take a stand and say, no, we will not be a part of that, because ultimately being a part of hating someone else means I'm being a part of hating me, and I love me. I can't do that. All right, I thank y'all for tuning in with me. This has been Speaks Life.